like you can divide your classroom into two groups. One group will be bees, one group will be flowers. And you tell the flowers, okay, your job is to make yourself so attractive that you get the bees to visit you, and give them maybe some kind of orange juice or different types of juices, different colors. And when the bee comes, the bee brings a little cup with her, and then the flower puts something, and the bee at the end has one cup filled with different color, different drinks. I'll drink to that too. It will be fun. So the bees will be on the side, on the right, the flowers will be on the side, teacher whistles, go. And of course the flowers will be prepared the one day before, makes it attractive, different kinds of thing, wearing good and stuff like this, and flowers. And the bees will run to every bee of course will plan which flower they visit, and they go. Of course I'm not responsible for the results. Now this is another unit about water. Yes. طيب inshallah. Okay, this is a good idea. Inshallah, we'll take a 5-minute break, inshallah, and we'll be back. Can you stand up, stretch, or good? 5-minute break, inshallah. And the fruit you are eating, these are signs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The banana and the grapes and the donut, all these are signs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and subjects of study. You can teach the kids about grapes and fruit. It says in the Qur'an, فَلْيَنظُرُ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَى طَعَامِهِ. Look at your own food, the food you're eating. Look at it. It doesn't mean that you open your eyes. Study it. أَنَّ صَبَبْنَا الْمَاءَ صَبًّا أَنَّ شَقَقْنَا الْأَرْضَ شَقًّا. Yani the whole story about food, you look at it, study it. Production, consumption, transportation, you see what I mean? History, location. We'll continue inshallah here. A sister came to me and suggested that she will take the presentation and improve on it, inshallah, before I put it on the site. And I'm really thankful for this. It means this is another ayah from the ayah. Inshallah. Subhanallah. When you look at the honeybee, subhanallah, this little insect, it's a mobile honey factory. You see, just think about it. See the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This unit about water, the Quran says, أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ الْمَاءَ الَّذِي تَشْرَبُونَ. Have you ever seen the water you drink? Everybody of course see the water, but have you ever seen it? You see what I mean? Have you ever studied it? And I'll skip this one because it will take a lot of time. And I told you this presentation has been made for a 2-day workshop, so I'll skip some sections inshallah. Now I wanted to test myself this model on real world situation. So I asked the teacher, the principals in British Columbia, if I can go and visit the school. And of course the teachers, I had to assure them that it has nothing to do with evaluation. And there was agreement that what I see, it's between me and them, and I kept them. So I'm not using their names, I'm just using the lessons. So I observed 8 lessons. Now we're going to see inshallah the actual lesson teachers teach, and if you apply the QSIP model, in what way they will change. So what I want you to do when you are watching this, just quickly, you have, I think, on page 2 and page 3, these 8 lessons. You could, if you feel like writing something down about the ayah or the tazkiyah, feel free to do comments on this. A comment or two each. So we'll go through this one here, inshallah. Now the first lesson I observed was Islamic studies lesson. Now this Islamic studies lesson, it had to be connected to the Qur'an, correct? And it had to lead to tazkiyah. So I went in and see for myself. I sat down in the back, teacher came in. And First thing she said that, okay, I like to see your chart, the salat chart. And she gave the kids a chart. So every time they pray, they put a check mark. When they miss a prayer, they put an X. Okay? And this is the kids' chart, of course. She collect them and she give words of encouragement, which is good. And this talks about movements of salah. What kind of movements people do when they do prayer? Standing, prostration, sitting, and stuff like this. And she asked when the kids stand on the table to do it, which is, alhamdulillah, it's nice. And then she talks about the conditions of prayers. I didn't even think about this before I went, but I learned conditions and obligations. Conditions like things people should do, that everything tahara, everything's clean, stuff like this. And obligations, what they should do, the parts of the prayer. And then she gave handouts to the kids, and she reminded them that there will be a test on Monday, so study hard. So, and that's it, the lesson finished. She used the 45 minutes, the 40 minutes, no problem. Class was under control, beautiful. So, what I'm going to do, inshallah, after a little while, I'm going to tell you how we can change this to make this lesson more meaningful to the kids. This first lesson. Second lesson, it was Arabic language. The topic was expressions of greetings. Teacher greeted the students using greetings vocabulary of Ahlan wa Sahlan. Teacher say Ahlan wa Sahlan, everybody say Ahlan wa Sahlan, repeat. She asked the students to greet me too. They came along and they shook hands with me. Peace be upon you, Assalamu alaikum, and upon you peace. Welcome, welcome and hello. How are you? Fine, in great states. I mean for grade 2, great stuff. Kids were saying in Arabic. See what I mean? I was really pleased. Goodbye with safety. Ma'as-salama. This is the end of it. And the lesson finished. And I said, man, this is the place where she should say this. This is the place where she should say this. But, lesson 3, French. Lesson development. She came in, teacher, and she named the 12 months in French. And then she wrote the 12 months on the board in French. Does anybody know French here? Okay. So you see January, February, stuff like this? Okay. And so on. Yeah. I don't know French very much, but I learned one thing. Écoutez-moi. Every minute. Écoutez-moi. I just got it. I like it too. Teacher reading, students repeating, and then she played a beautiful CD, and it was a great lesson. From the K point of view, from the knowledge point of view, from the knowledge transfer point of view, it was okay. But there were burning questions in me. I wanted to stop the lesson and tell her do this. But I promised to stay cool until the end. What I want you now to think about, how can we connect the Quran, this French lesson. Physical education. Grade 2, she got the kids warm-up activities, neck and waist movements. The kids were cute at the time. Group games, freeze, and it's fun. Bye-bye, have a nice day. Finished. And then language art. Topic. She began by saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 to get the student attention. And that's cool. I think everybody does it. Wherever in each class you go, 5, 4, 3. Hand out teacher worksheets, capital letters, rules given, and then the seat work was given. Write the sentence on the line. Use capital letters when you need them. I'm not reading everything because you can read too. Your eye is there and your ear with me, so we can, inshallah. And the fourth line, third line. I was born in Utah. And she read this to the kids, and one of the kids said, "Sister, what does Utah mean?" He doesn't know what Utah means. I said, man, look at this Americanization of Muslim schools. Like these worksheets have been prepared in the United States, and it comes to Canada for distribution. So it looks like there is a syndrome of handout sheets, worksheets, without really going through them. Mathematics, grade 4, multiplication. And this is what the teacher did.